Hello. All right, so I never do videos like this, but it's pretty relevant today. I just saw Vaxxed 2. I thought I would give you guys my first impressions of this. So what I did was I went to the one night, one showing, and purchased a ticket to Jojo Rabbit, and then went in and chilled out for about 15 minutes, and then went and snuck into the theater to watch Vaxxed. Uh, there's no fucking way I'm giving those people any money. Anyway, so I snuck up and I was like in the very, very back of the theater, in the stairwell, so I could live tweet. I live tweeted about it the whole time, taking down some notes, snapping a couple of pictures here and there when I could. Just trying to be like on the down low, and not make it too obvious that I was being a little sketchy in there. So Vaxxed 2 is, I mean, I could just do like the John Lovitz thing. It stinks, and it does. It's shitty, but of course you knew it was going to be shitty. But what you probably didn't know is that production-wise, it's terrible. It's actually terribly produced. Awful. There's footage of Suzanne Humphries, which I have now coined her as Suzanne Thumbfries, because she looks like a human thumb in clothing and a little bowl cut on top. Footage of her and Brian Hooker. Brian Hooker also, by the way, is wearing the exact same shirt and blazer he wore throughout all of Vaxxed 1, which that's kind of weird. That footage, that production quality is fine. That's like what you would expect from Vaxxed 1, from any kind of documentary. The rest of it is an absolute shit show. All filmed on cell phones, with extremely cheap clip-on lenses onto the cell phones. Their audio work is terrible. There are parts where somebody is speaking, they're doing like a voiceover, and there's such a bad background hiss that when they stop speaking, you can tell that they stopped the track, the audio track, and there's literally no sound in the theater. There's no background music or anything. It's just bzzz, while somebody's talking, and then picks back up again. It's extremely jarring. It's really fucked up. Also, they filmed in autofocus in some of the scenes. I don't know what they were using to film Robert F. Kennedy Jr. It's bad enough that motherfucker looks like a goddamn goblin, and he's so decrepit at this point that he talks really weird. But while he's doing this, and his eyes are trying to escape his fucking face, the focus is going violently in and out. So it's just throwing his horror mask face in your face, and it's really jarring and really disturbing. There's a picture of a dead body. That was fun. Someone was talking about her daughter passing away after going back to college, and sure as shit, they just show the fucking post-mortem picture of her lying on the floor with foam coming out of her mouth, covered in bruises, all dead. Great. Appreciate that. There's a lot of death in this movie. The movie is structured in 3 parts. The first one was to talk about vaccines, vaccine damage, and blah, blah, blah. The second part is to talk all about Gardasil, and the third part is to talk about unvaccinated kids. I'm not going to get into too many details for one part. I don't remember all of it. I'm going to have to get myself an actual copy of the movie before I can start on my long-form refutation, which I will be doing, of course. But I don't think it's going to take that much to do a long-form refutation. The reason why is because this movie is 99% parent testimonials. There's very, very few claims actually made in the movie by anybody who has any clout whatsoever. It's all parents. Parents saying, this is why my kid got fucked up. Parents saying, this is why my baby succumbed to SIDS. Parents saying, oh, this is why my kids are so healthy, is because I didn't vaccinate them. The whole fucking movie is that. The whole movie. There's no data. There's no nothing. And overarching, the main theme of the movie, aside from like all of this horror and, oh, by the way, our kids over here are great because they never got jabbed with a needle, the overarching theme is the people who made Vaxxed are superheroes. This is the biggest fucking masturbation documentary I've ever seen in my life. It is so fucking hideous. And some of the sound bites from it are mind-numbingly bad. Andrew Wakefield at one point just fucking straight out says, vaccines don't work. Just, that's it. Full stop. That's it. No. They just plain don't work. Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much, sir. Got his medical license revoked. Okay. Fantastic. That's... Anyway, I guess there was a woman in the theater who organized the showing who was also in the movie for like 2 seconds. I don't know who she is, but I think she was one of those people who was really, really adamant about pushing anti-vax stuff in like the local Lane County, Eugene, Springfield area. I think she knows who I am, because when I was going through the theater to go watch Jojo Rabbit, she saw me and did this. So maybe she always looks like that. I don't know. All I know is it's intolerably bad. Intolerably bad. And regardless of whether or not the actual message is bullshit or not, whether the content of the documentary is bullshit or not, on just a basic technological level, this movie fails in every fucking way. It is an absolute travesty. It's boring. It's full of filler. Technologically, it's jarring and horribly put together. Everything from the sound engineering to the editing to the cinematography was worse than like a 2-year YouTuber. Okay, I'm glad it's over. Yeah, once I go get an actual digital copy, we'll get to work on that one. But for now, just so you know, I mean, if it's coming to your city, I would honestly recommend not trying to protest it. Don't give them media attention. Let this movie go quietly. Don't make a big fucking deal about it. But if you're curious, go buy a ticket to something else and then sneak in and watch it. Because, it's, I mean, you know, some people like watching bad shit, and this is pretty bad. See ya.